speaker, but before I do, I'd just like to give out a few announcements here, and I'm sure you'll see them on our Facebook pages, a group page later on. We are in. This is the Diamond Factory. I am Phyllis Nash. I am one of the four co-founders and your chief sales officer. We are here in beautiful Orlando in a phenomenal villa, and we are just having a fun-packed next 4 to 5 days, 6 days actually, here in Orlando, in Tampa, and in Leesburg. So, guys, if you have people in these areas, Thursday kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be in Tampa at the Embassy Suites. And again, if you have anybody in the Tampa area, if you get off the phone, get on Facebook, find a new friend, and want them to hear about the phenomenal Wakana, no other company like it, make sure you get them to that event. I'm sure Dr. Roz is going to post these on the group page. And then on Friday, we are in Leesburg. That is the home of our phenomenal host, Javarius Wright, our Emerald. We're going to be at the Best Western Plus. Okay, that is in Leesburg, Florida. So if you know anybody there, please definitely get them out. You don't want to miss the opportunity. The C-suite is here. Myself, our CEO, Melissa Boston, Christian Phillips will be flying in. Kathy Weathersby is here, and the phenomenal Emerald Sylvia Covington, all right here. And each city has its own host of Wakana new people in our business that you've never met before doing things already. And then on Saturday, we are here in Orlando at the District Gastro Bar. So again, we'll be there at 12 p.m. on Saturday. And so, guys, again, the flyers will be up on the site. Make sure if you are sending somebody there, just ask them to ask for one of us. Let them know your name, and we will take care of that person on your behalf. That's how you build your business nationwide. So now I'm going to get out of the way, bring up our servant leader, our DJ, our coach, our mentor, our VP of for communication, our Emerald. She wears so many hats, guys. And without further ado, Dr. Roz, are you out there?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Please take it away.
All right, all right, all right. So listen, everybody. I'm so excited. Florida is a takeover. That's what the flyer said. It's a Florida takeover. And you know what? This is so in line with what I've been hearing and what Coach Dan spoke in us yesterday. See, last week I told you guys to get over yourself. But this week, I'm going to tell you why you need to get over yourself. Because it ain't about you. I was listening to one of Tyler Perry's speeches where he was sharing how in 1991 he had written his first play, and I Know I've Been Changed, and he was trying to make enough money to take care of his mother. He had saved $12,000, and he thought that 1,200 people were going to show up, and only 30 people showed up. And he had put in the work, but it failed over and over again. And he was doing one show a year. And he'd go get a job just to get the money for the show, then quit the job and do the show, and then the show failed. And that was from 1991 to 1998. In 1998, he said that in the 7th year, he was just about to give up. And then all of a sudden, one day, people started sending him notes and how the play touched them and how it helped them and how it changed their life and how it was a healing for many people. Then his intention changed. Now, all of a sudden, it wasn't about making the money, but what it did for the people who saw it. So he was doing the same show, but his intention changed. What he was doing it for changed. How it served other people changed. And because his intention changed, the money came. What is your intention? What is your purpose? Coach Dan lit us up yesterday because of events that have taken place in his own life with his frat brother who has died unexpectedly. Our goal, our purpose, our aim, that's your intention. It's something you mean to do, whether you pull it off or not. You may have the best intention of cooking an incredible meal, but if you leave the burner on and burn the house down, you won't be remembered as an excellent chef. See, we have to know why we do what we do. We learned that from our CSO in our Sales Academy training. What is your why? Because that why, as Coach Dan says, if it's not big enough, it's got to make you cry, or otherwise it needs to be bigger. It's got to make you keep going. It's got to make you keep focusing. It's got to make you be intentional. If our intention is right, success is going to come. Intention. It starts with the thought. The thought is powerful. Oh my God, if we really understood how powerful our thoughts are, and once something is thought, it finds its way into the universe. And then all of a sudden, the help, the assistance, the aid that you need just attaches itself to you. We might think we're just having our own little private thoughts. We just really want to do Wakanda for our family and our four and no more. But that own energy goes out to the world. I mean, it's like the power of prayer. The power of prayer in a non-religious way is really sending out thoughts to the universe and creating an energy around those thoughts. I want to say this morning, do we really understand? This is bigger than us. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than us. Wakanda, soon to be Akana, is bigger than us. There's a bigger purpose that we haven't even tapped into. Even our CEO hasn't tapped into it yet. Our CSO hasn't tapped into it yet. It's bigger than us. Okay, I got to give you a scripture. Ephesians 3:20 and 21, and the King James says, now to him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. There's the part that we have to do. It's bigger than us. The NIV says, now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we all ask or imagine, according to his power that is worked within us. We've got to do the work. You got to put the work in. You got to step out in faith. You got to make it happen. There's no guarantee that this is going to happen, that that's going to happen, but it's going to happen because it's bigger than us. The Amplified says, now to him who is able to carry out his purpose. Do you understand that when we scan a person, there's a bigger purpose that God has for that individual that you're sitting next to? When we tell somebody about a bottle of Hempranium, there's a bigger purpose than us just selling a bottle of oil. Many of us have experienced it. It's changing people's lives. When a person uses our pain cream and no longer has pain, or their pain is decreased, because we never make guarantees or claims, but it's happening. And it's super abundantly more than we could dare to ask or think. The Message Bible says God can do anything you know, far more than you could ever imagine or guess or request in your wildest dreams. Oh yeah, everybody here wants to make that $500 every month guaranteed coming in, that 1,000, that 2,500, that 5,000. And guess what? It's going to happen. Because when your intention is just not about you, but it's about that person that you're talking to, it's about that person that's standing before you. I was on the plane the other day, and a lady was sitting next to me, and if I don't say something to her, I know somebody said, well, I can't talk to strangers when it's bigger than you, because you don't know what that person is dealing with or going through or suffering with. And you owe it to them. Did you hear what I said? You owe it to them to open up your mouth. There's a song by Pastor Mike Jr. I love it. It's my new theme song for 2023. And it's called Big. Here are the words. He says, let's go. I don't know what you're going through, but we stopped by to tell you that what's in front of you is bigger than what's behind you. Your destiny, your promise, your future. You might as well shout before you get it, because God sent me here to tell you that what he has for you is gonna be big. He goes on to say, I believe that it's my season. I need you to write that down. Write it all over the house. It's my season. That it's my season. You ought to declare that over your own life. Say, I believe. And I believe that it's my time. Come on, write that one down. It's my time. He goes on to say that it's my time, it's my time, it's my time, and I can feel it. And I can feel it. Then he says, breakthroughs in the room. Somebody ought to write that down. Somebody ought to write that down. Breakthroughs in the room. I'll make it personal, in my room. The song goes on, says, breakthroughs in the room. It's yours if you want it. Anticipating. Write that one down. Write that one down. Anticipating. Because it's no good if you don't anticipate it. That's not in the song. That's me saying that. Now, the song says, anticipating. God's getting ready to move. God's getting ready to move. For I know my God he's working a miracle just for me, and it's gonna be big. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about my future. Why? It's gonna be big. I'm running into destiny, shouting into my promise. God's gonna open the windows of heaven, pour me out a blessing. Won't be room to contain it. Can't even try to explain it. It's gonna be big. God is going to blow your mind. It's going to be big. God's going to open the windows of heaven, pour me out a blessing. Won't be room to contain it. Won't even try to explain it. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. Your future is big. Your destiny is big. Your blessing is big. Your new job will be big. Your future is big. Lord, let it be big. God's about to blow your mind. He's going to open the windows of heaven, pour you out a blessing. Won't have room to contain it, even try to explain it. Why? Because it's going to be big. Back to you, Phyllis. Okay, I guess you stepped away. All right, everybody. Have a great Wakanda kind of day. Because it's going to be big.